welcome back to another video. It's your girl Kaye Lah, and as you can tell by the title of this video, we will be journaling for the month of August. And by the time you're seeing this video, it's probably August 4th, but that's okay. It's never too late to get your life together. This book right here is my 6-month journal. And I know you're like saying, look how plain this thing is. It's just a regular notebook. So if you were looking for something fancy, I'm sorry, I'm not going to use that, because for me is that I just use old notebooks. So this is probably, I'm not sure, this is probably like a notebook from high school that I didn't finish using, and I decided to repurpose it into a journal instead of using an actual journal that I do have on my bookcase. Like, I could show you right now. I just have them because they're cute. I don't plan to write in them, but I will write in these. So I did repurpose this notebook, and we're basically just going to look through what I already have. These are just ruled pages that I've used before, and we don't need to see this. These pages though are 6 months ago. On this side of the book, it's from January to June, but I wasn't really consistent. So I think it's like January, February, and then March, and then May. So this was supposed to be 6 months, but I wasn't consistent enough. So the rest of these pages are going to be for the next 6 months of 2023. And basically I'm just going to show you what I do have in the book right now. So on the first page is my reading library. Let me see if I can get that a little closer for you guys. So I made the template and then I just pasted on the ruled paper because I didn't want to write on ruled paper. And as you can see in my library, I only read one book this entire year, and I wanted to read more, but I had to put that on pause, and I think it's going to continue being on pause for the rest of this year because, as you know, it's back to school and I need to be focusing on school. I did start a new book. I haven't written it in yet because I only want to write the books in that I've finished reading, and that's just one book. So I'm going to recommend this book. It's pretty old. It's When She's Bad by Leanne Banks. I'm going to have it on the screen somewhere, probably right here. So that's a book that you could probably read. It's for the girlies who like to read. That's a book recommendation. On the next page I have my goals right here. I don't want to zoom in too much on that because, well, I can zoom in because I'll just blur them out. So on this page is goals, and the other page is my period tracker, right? And then this was last month, July. My color was pink. So as you can see, I didn't fill in a lot of information because in July I was using my phone for most of my planning, so I didn't really carry around my journal. I just put every information in my phone's calendar to remind me what to do and when to do it. And then I have a clean that house right on this side. So then you have the daily chores there, the monthly and the weekly, the bi-weekly and the biannually. So that's like 6 months. I wanted to add annually there, but there was no space, and I don't think there's any chore that I should be doing yearly. On the other page we have songs, and my favorite page, this actually takes 2 pages in my journal and it's already filled, is my movies to watch. It's literally so cute, guys. Look at that. OMG. So there's a lot of movies that I've already watched. As you can see, I don't know if you can see the stars are colored for my ratings. The movies that I've watched so far is They Cloned Tyrone. That's on Netflix. I gave that 4 stars because it was pretty funny, and it kind of made me feel nostalgic, because it's kind of like reminded me of a movie that I watched. It's called Undercover Brother. If you don't know that movie, you should definitely go watch it. It's super funny. So that's why I watched it, and I gave it 4 stars. Another movie that I watched was Bird Box Barcelona, also 4 stars. I thought that one was better than the original Bird Box. I don't know, I like that one better. Like, I understand the concept more, and then the twist that they put on the movie. I don't want to spoil it if you haven't watched it, so go watch it. That's also on Netflix. But the twist that they made with the things, like, that ate. Evil Dead Rise is another one. I gave that 3 stars. If you don't know, I love horror movies. This wasn't really scary, but I still give it 3 stars. I mean, yeah, I don't know. It just didn't stand out to me. Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse, that was top tier. That was 5 stars. That gave me goosebumps. It made me feel some type of way. Like, that one was great. And then I watched it in theaters. OMG, I loved it. The Outlaws, which is also on Netflix, I gave that 3 stars. It was kind of predictable, and there's just one guy in there, which is the MC, main character, guys. He kind of forces his comedy, and I don't really like that. I just like things that are effortlessly funny. I don't like to feel like you're trying to be funny, and I think that's how he comes off to me in that movie. The Extraction 2, I think I gave that a different rating on my WhatsApp when I just watched it, but in my journal I gave it 3 stars. The Transformers Rise of the Beast, I also gave that 3 stars. It just didn't stand out to me. Like, Optimus wasn't Optimusing. Like, he didn't give no great speech or nothing. Like, I didn't like that. Yeah, it just wasn't it for me. And then Renfield, I gave that 3 stars. It was really funny. I see what they're trying to do. I liked it, but it just wasn't a 4-star movie to me. The Pope's Exorcist, I think I was kind of biased with this because, as I said, I love horror, and this is the type of horror movie I watch, so I gave that 4 stars. Fast X, I gave that 3 stars. So one of the Fast star was for Jason. I loved him. I loved how quirky he was. Like, he was just a fun villain. Like, I loved him. The Super Mario Brothers, I gave that a 4 stars. It kind of made me understand the game more. And honestly, I've never watched anything Mario before, so this is kind of impressive for me. 65, I watched this on my birthday weekend. I wasn't even supposed to watch it. I just saw somebody else watching it, and then I decided to watch it. And I gave that 3 stars. I see what you're trying to say, okay? But I knew what was up from the beginning. And you can quote me on that. That one friend that I watched it with, you know what I'm talking about. And the person watched it before me. Like, they watched half of it and fell asleep, and then we watched it again the next day. The movie is just a 3-star movie, but it was alright. John Wick 4, I don't remember my original like rating for this. I think I did do a vlog when I watched it though, which is a while back, so you know that this rating is probably off because I did rate it back in my other vlog. I'm going to rewatch that vlog, and if the rating is different from what I just said, I'm going to put the correct rating on the screen. I filled this in after, like way after, because I didn't remember what I watched. I just knew that he died. Sorry if you haven't watched John Wick 4 yet, he died in the end. Spoiler. I gave it 3 stars in my journal. I'll probably change it if it's different from the rating that I gave it in my vlog. And that is all. Actually, I watched another movie, it's called Missing, but I didn't put the rating in as yet. It's right there. But I didn't put the rating in as yet, so I'll put that in someday. And then the next thing I have is series. And if you don't know me, another fact about me is that I don't watch incomplete series. If you watch my 50 facts about me videos, I told you that I don't watch any series at all. I have changed. I now watch series, but the series have to be completed because I'm a professional binger. I watch everything off. I would watch a standard series in 4 days. 4 days. So currently I'm watching the Blacklist, which was recommended to me some time back, but I didn't watch it. But now that I'm watching it, I kind of felt like I already watched it, which is kind of weird to me. Like, it made me feel some type of way because I'm watching some episodes and I'm like, didn't I see this already? Like, didn't I watch this already? And I don't mean like a recap kind of thing or like a deja vu kind of thing. Like, I literally saw this episode, especially that episode when Raymond Reddington fell in love with Anne. I'm like, no, I saw this already. Did it come on TVJ? Like, do you guys know, did this like show on TVJ or CVM? Because I saw that episode. I saw it, and there's numerous episodes that I've seen and I'm like, no, I've watched this before. And it's kind of crazy that I get all the way to season 8 to realize that I've watched it. And when I say that I'm a professional binger, although like a real professional would have finished this series in 1 week according to Google, but I have to work, so I can't really watch at work. But I'm in like 1.5 weeks now and I'm at season 8, so I think I'm doing pretty well. And that is all that is already in the journal. Now we're gonna start with what's going to go in the journal. Guys, I saw this great idea on Pinterest and I decided to follow it because I'm binging Blacklist. I made Raymond Reddington's Blacklist. I thought it was such a fun, cute idea. So every episode that I've watched so far is on this paper. And as you can see, there's a lot of episodes that I've watched, guys. I don't understand like why this entire side over here isn't full. I didn't realize like there's only like 184 people on the Blacklist. I thought it would be like roughly 200. Okay, like the math isn't mathing according to the series, but I'm just gonna assume that there's 200 people on the Blacklist because stopping at 184 is just kind of ridiculous to me. So I stopped at 200. And if like names are missing, for example, as you can see here, I don't know who number 15 is on the Blacklist. Are you seeing that? So as you can see, like I don't know who number 15 is or number 18 on the Blacklist. What I'm going to do is just get a black marker and draw a line there to make it seem like that person is redacted from the Blacklist. It's so exciting to do. So that's what I'm doing right now. I think it's kind of fun. Yeah, and that is going right beside my series page right here, and right after that is going to be our August calendar. And as you can see, our color is orange, so there is August. This is just a little notes area where I like make little notes or little adjustments that I don't want to put in the calendar itself. As you can see, I already started filling out things that I have to do in the areas. I went up to 12, day 12. So I'm gonna put, no, actually I went up to day 27 because the 27th of August, Chris Brown is coming to Jamaica. And it's also my older brother's birthday. So yeah. And then the next thing that I'll put is the highlight of my day sheet. It's just very simple, very cute right there. Super cute. And then the last thing I'm going to do is my sleep tracker. So I decided not to do too much in the journal. So I just want to make this journal as minimalistic as possible. And that is basically my journal. If you would like to see how I make each template, like each of these specifically, I'll make a video dedicated to that. I didn't want to put that in this video because then it will be dreadfully long, but I will make a template video probably entitled how I make my bullet journal templates. Yeah, and that is it for this video. Remember to like, comment, and subscribe. Comment this emoji if you've made it to the end of the video, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.